Hi, my name is George Tallabas, and I'm an associate broker with RE/MAX Executives here in Southwest Idaho. Today is the 1st of February, 2021, and I wanted to talk to you today about two things. First of all, rent-to-owns and foreclosure homes. I've been bombarded by many people here lately requesting both of those. The first one I want to talk to you about is rent-to-owns. Rent-to-own is nothing more than an elaborate rental. When people usually cannot buy a home for whatever reason, they come to agents and they want to rent to own, thinking that it'll sound better if they say rent to own, that they might intend to buy it down the road. But very few of those ever work out. But I will tell you that right now, as strong as the real estate market has been the last 4+ years, you won't see hardly any rent to owns. It'll be a very rare situation where you will find a rent to own. When houses are selling in days and even in hours here in the valley and across the country, people will sell their homes before they'll get them into a rental situation. So that being said, let's move on to foreclosures. I've had a lot of experience with foreclosures, and I want to talk to you about three types of foreclosures today. The main type of foreclosures that I have dealt with has been what they call trustee sales. When a mortgage lender makes a loan on a property, they usually have a trustee that is a third party. It can be an attorney or a title company. In Idaho, it's a title company. When the mortgage company forecloses on a property, they have the title companies do an auction on the property. I have an investor out of Middleton that has done 87 of these purchases, completed 87 purchases, and marketed all those properties through me over the years. He's got a system in place. You can lose your tail on any of these foreclosures, and you have to know what you're doing. And he did lose money on 1 or 2 transactions, not because of me, but because of things that he didn't do to protect himself when he bought the properties. So you need to be very careful with those. Another type of foreclosure is a bank can actually go to a trustee sale, buy the property back, then they own it. Idaho Housing out of Boise has listed a lot of properties with me over the decades and with other agents, and that's what they do. They'll buy the property back, and then what they'll do, they'll usually paint it or do any minor fix-up that the house needs, and then they'll put it back on the market as a bank foreclosure, and they'll be available in the MLS as a bank foreclosure. The other type of auction that I've seen, and one that you have to be really careful with, you have to be careful with all of them, but especially this one. A lot of these national companies are posting on their websites that they have foreclosures, or they'll even have a foreclosure site. The agent and the buyer and the buyer's agent must register on those sites. Sometimes you have to pay a fee to register, and then you're allowed to bid on that. A lot of times you don't even have to see the property. You can do all your bidding online. Again, people have lost their tails with these. The best type of foreclosure, if you want a great deal and to be safe, is buying them from the trustees' sales at the local title companies. But again, you won't see a lot of these because of a strong economy. As you see the economy start to weaken, and it will eventually, you will see more and more of those trustee sales coming on board. Be very, very careful with them. Please call me with any questions. My information will be at the end of this video and below in the description. Thank you for listening to me. Have a great day. Bye.